to ask, what is word problem? Well, we can simply say that word problem is simply representing a mathematical statement or a mathematical expression using words. A mathematical statement or an expression using words. So, as you can see, when you express a mathematical statement in terms of words, you have word problems. Let's take a look at some illustration here. 2 plus 7 in words can be translated as the sum of 2 and 7. 8 minus 5 in words can be translated as the positive difference between 8 and 5. 4 times 3 in words can be written as the product of 4 and 3. And lastly, 10 divided by 2 in words can be written as divide 10 by 2. The sum of a set of numbers is the result you get when you add the numbers. For instance, you are asked to add 5 and 2. So it means that the sum of 5 and 2 is 7 by adding 5 and 2 together. Let's take this example. This example reads, the sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 39. Find the numbers. Now let's take the solution. Now, do you know what consecutive numbers are? They are numbers that follow each other in a sequence, just like our normal counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So in this case, let the 3 numbers we are looking for be n plus 1, and n plus 2. So from the statement, the sum of these 3 numbers will give us 39. So we have n plus 1 plus n plus 2 is equal to 39. Now we need to collect like terms and sum up accordingly. So adding all the n's together, we have n plus n, which is 3n, then 1 plus 2, which is 3, that gives us 39. So the next step is to collect like terms. In collecting like terms, we have 3n is equal to 39 minus 3. So 39 minus 3 will give us 36. So that means we have 3n is equal to 36. So the next step will be to divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. And when we divide both sides by 3, we have 3n divided by 3 will give us n. 36 divided by 3 will give us 12. So n is 12, meaning that the first number is 12. So we need to obtain other numbers. So the second number, which is n plus 1, will be 12 plus 1, and that gives us 13. And the third number, which is n plus 2, will be 12 plus 2, that gives us 14. It therefore means that the 3 consecutive numbers are 12, 13, and 14. Now, let's talk about difference. The difference between 2 numbers is the result of subtracting one from the other. If we subtract the smaller number from the bigger number, it is called positive difference. And if we subtract the bigger number from the smaller number, it is called negative difference. Let's take this example. It says, the difference between 8 and another number is 17. Find 2 possible values for the number. Now let's take the solution. In this example, we are asked to look for two possible values for the number. So which means we are going to have two cases, positive difference and negative difference. So suppose the number we are looking for is k. So the first assumption here will be where k is greater than 8. So if k is greater than 8, it means that the difference between the two numbers will be k minus 8 is equal to 17. So by collecting like terms, we have k is equal to 17 plus 8. And 17 plus 8 is 25. So that makes our k to be equal to 25. So that is the first assumption, and that is for the positive difference. So the second assumption will be for the negative difference. In this case, we'll assume that k is less than 8. So if k is less than 8, it means that we have 8 minus k is equal to 17. So this is negative difference. So by collecting like terms, we have our minus k is equal to 17 minus 8. So 17 minus 8 will give us 9. So minus k is equal to 9. So if we divide both sides by minus 1, that makes our k to be equal to minus 9. So it means that the two possible values for the number will be 25 or minus 9. Have you ever heard of the word product before? Do you know what it means? Now let's see. The product of two or more numbers is the result when the numbers are multiplied together. For instance, if you are asked to find the product of 5 and 3, it simply means to multiply the 5 and the 3 together, and that gives you 15. Let's take this example. It says, find the sum of 29, the product of 2 and 9, and the positive difference between 2 and 9. Now let's take the solution. Now, in this example, we're going to be approaching it in two different ways. The first method is to take the question sentence by sentence, and then at the end of the day, we sum up everything to get our final result. So as you can see, product of 2 and 9, we have 2 times 9, which is equals to 18. Then we take the difference, which is the positive difference between 2 and 9. That gives us 9 minus 2, which is equals to 7. Then lastly, we take sum, which is the sum of 29 and the result we have obtained so far, which is 29, 18, and 7. So when you add those three things together, that gives you 54. So another way to approach it is to take them together. You will not take them individually, you will not separate them. So in this very approach, you will take 29 first, which is 29 plus the product of 2 and 9 plus the difference between 9 and 2. So that will give us 29 plus the product of 2 and 9 is 18. The difference between 9 and 2 is 7. So we have 29 plus 18 plus 7. That will give us 54. So you can use this method anytime. Any of these two methods can be used any day, anytime. So it depends on the one you prefer. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in class. Bye bye.